Hi everybody, it's Jennifer here from Hybrid Rasta Mama, and I am here to talk to you about jock itch. Ugh, nobody likes jock itch. And contrary to popular belief, jock itch is not something that just athletes get. Men can get it, women can get it, even children can get it. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of what jock itch is because my assumption is you already think you have it or know you have it based on your landing here. But if you go to my post, you definitely can read more about how one might get jock itch. What I want to talk to you about is how coconut oil specifically can help jock itch in several various ways. So first, coconut oil has a lot of antimicrobial properties, and because jock itch primarily is due to a fungal infection, sometimes bacteria, the coconut oil will go in there and dig deep because it has that antimicrobial property to it, so it will act against a bacteria, virus, or a fungus. It's also rich in lauric acid, which has proven to kill various gram-positive bacteria and some viruses. So it's also great against candida, and it's used a lot in terms of various fungal treatments. So a topical application of coconut oil to the affected area can really reduce that fungal load and promote healing. Coconut oil also reduces inflammation, and this is of course very important when you have a whole situation going down in your nether regions because there is a lot of inflammation. The jock itch itself causes inflammation in the groin area, so the coconut oil will help release and soothe all of that inflammation. And then it also just promotes skin healing in all kinds of ways. So as you begin to recover and reduce what's actually going on from the jock itch, your skin will be able to be repaired and you'll have very healthy skin. So when you're using coconut oil for jock itch, it's actually pretty easy. First, there's just the straight application method. Get your jar of coconut oil with a very, very clean hand or a Q-tip, or even if you want to put a glove on to do it, but making sure you're not transferring anything into your coconut oil. You want to scoop out some coconut oil and then of course rub it all over the affected area. So now it's very important to note though, if you're doing this right after a shower, make sure that you dry off thoroughly. You do not want to leave any moisture in that area because if you put the coconut oil over a moist area, it's going to lock the moisture in. You're not trying to do that with jock itch. Because the moisture actually is making things worse. So make sure that the area is very dry. A lot of people will kind of blow dry the area to ensure that it's super dry, and not blow drying with heat, nice cool air, and then applying the coconut oil. It's great to apply before bed as well. And then if you rub it in and wear loose clothing, that's best. And remember, it can stain your clothing. And I do have a post about how to get coconut oil stains out, but make sure that you're wearing something that you don't mind if it gets a little oily. So you can also make kind of I like to call it a healing paste for jock itch, and I have that recipe on my website, and I definitely will link to that. But basically it's coconut oil and neem oil, apple cider vinegar, and some essential oils along with oregano oil. And these are all very, very good at combating all kinds of different infections, but especially more fungal type jock itch infection. So be sure to grab that recipe. It's very easy to make and it works very, very well. Also, garlic and coconut oil together are awesome. You don't ever want to use raw garlic alone in a groin area because, eek. Ask me how I know. No, actually, I've never personally done that. I do know people that have, and it hurts, and it can definitely harm the skin if you just put raw garlic there. So even though garlic is awesome and has a lot of healing powers, you want to combine it with the coconut oil, so the coconut oil is like a protective barrier there. So I have more information about what you need, but basically you just take garlic and you take the coconut oil. You want to fry the garlic first, believe it or not, in the coconut oil. So you're kind of infusing the coconut oil with the garlic that way, and then you let it cool down and you strain it because you don't need garlic chunks in there. And then you just apply it to the affected area. So very easy, and it works very, very well. So when you're looking at jock itch in general, let's just look beyond coconut oil for a minute. There's a lot of different things that can aid and kind of complement using the coconut oil. One of them is a product called Phytozone, and this actually regenerates healthy cells. So this is something that really could benefit you as you're healing from jock itch. Also good personal hygiene, and I mean, I don't think I have to repeat it, but just in case, making sure that you're staying clean, that you're keeping the area dry, that you're using soft towels and wearing soft clothing and trying to get airflow to that area as much as possible. Also, showering immediately after heavy sweating, heavy exercise, things like that, because you just don't want anything to build up and grow, especially anything that's fungal related. Bath products are, oh my gosh, just don't use them, don't do it. You want to use something that's very mild and very gentle. Lots of fragrances and perfumes and things like that and chemicals aren't going to do you any favors in terms of getting rid of jock itch. Also, it's great to dust your groin area with a little bit of clay powder because this helps absorb excess moisture, and it also will help draw out some of the bacteria or anything there that is kind of causing the jock itch to happen. So it's a great way to stay dry and also have some toxin removing benefits at the same time. Do not wear tight clothing. This is horrible because not only does it chafe, but it also holds in the moisture. So again, you really need to wear the loose clothing to get the airflow. Your laundry detergent can play a role, so make sure that you're using something very gentle and natural so you're not having any skin irritation due to that. And then also making sure that you get a lot of probiotics, because anytime you have anything like a jock itch or any sort of fungal infection, it usually means there's also a bit of a gut imbalance going on, and so taking a good solid probiotic can help with that. Also, it's a good idea sometimes, especially if you're just seeing jock itch kind of come on at the onset, just avoid a lot of exercise and sweating, because again, that's just going to feed it. And if you can just take a few days break to try to halt what is happening, that's great. Also, don't scratch the affected area. That goes for anything really, but as tempted as you might be, don't scratch the affected area because it's only going to make it worse and it's going to introduce more bacteria into that area. And then don't share personal belongings like towels and clothes with somebody who has jock itch because you could easily get it, and because it is contagious. And also don't share your stuff if you are prone to jock itch. That's just kind of being a good friend and good family member. So anyway, I have a lot more information in my post, so check that out. But anyway, leave any questions or comments for me, and happy to do what I can to help you further. All right, have a great day.